Welcome to day 364 of our Deso journey. I'm Ed Trasenstein here with my twin brother Brian. Remember, these videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They are an investor in CloutFeed. And yesterday, OverClout came out and they kind of provided an update of what's going on with their new node. If you haven't checked out OverClout yet, you definitely need to do so. It's a great new website on the Deso platform, the Deso blockchain. But they said they previewed what's coming, and they said pinning of posts, markdown support, gifts, not gifts, but gifts with a TS at the end, DAO, NFT, gamification, and extended statistic with handy charts and more. So all that's coming to the platform very soon, they said. They also mentioned they had some bugs. There are a few bugs. Some of it had to do with critical issues caused by the core node. And they temporarily fixed some things, did a few workarounds. They're still taking any feedback you have. So if you discover a bug, please contact them. They want to know what if you discover something that's wrong with the platform. It's in beta still, and they don't want anybody sharing it with the public yet. It's kind of just like they shared it with the Deso community to kind of help them in the development process and make sure they work all the bugs out before they do go public with it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what gifts might be, how they're going to incorporate DAOs, and what gamification is going to be. I love what they're doing. They're coming up with a lot of unique ideas and concepts, and that's what's so powerful about Deso is that you have all these different nodes doing all these different things. You might want to use one node for one thing and jump back over to another node for something else. So it's just like this community that's being built, this whole ecosystem where you have this entire environment built around the same database. So what they're doing is great. I'm looking forward to watching as they grow. Maybe they're going to get more funding eventually, and I could only imagine what they could do with that.
Yeah. So Nader replied to Elon Musk yesterday.
So Elon made a post on Twitter. He tweeted, he said, Twitter algorithm should be open source. And then he posted a poll. Do you agree or do you disagree? Now, Nader replied to this and he said, man, if only there was a fully decentralized alternative that was 100% open source, including feed algorithm that just listed on Coinbase. Deso protocol. Seriously though, Elon, it means a lot. You're saying this, having worked on the problem for years now. Like, people are mad because it's not decentralized yet. That's like, this is my comment now. like people are mad because it's not decentralized yet. I've seen a lot of comments in the thread that there's a couple of threads that people posted, and they're saying like, we're not really decentralized. Why is Nader saying that? And I get that. I get that Deso is not decentralized yet. And maybe Nader replying saying that a fully decentralized alternative is something we need. I think that might be a little bit premature, but like I think it's important that no blockchain is decentralized from the start. And I think what Nader is saying is, hey, we're working on this. This is a problem that we're working on. Deso, the Deso protocol, and it's going to be 100% fully decentralized. And that's where we're headed. And I mean, I don't really see anything to criticize Nader for saying that. And I think it was definitely a warranted tweet reply. And Elon should check it out because that's where we're headed with this. Twitter is certainly not headed in that direction.
Yeah, it's interesting that over 1 million people replied to or responded to Elon's poll, and 82.7% of them said that Twitter's algorithm should be open source, and only 17.3% said no, it shouldn't be. As far as decentralization goes, I think it would be nice if Nader came out and kind of provided a roadmap of when we will reach full decentralization. When will we, hit that point where you can really say, okay, Deso is fully decentralized. I think a lot of developers, a lot of the community members would like to know when that's going to take place. But at the same time, we have to give them a chance, and we have to get there. Like, you can't just start a decentralized blockchain, develop it. You need to keep centralization until it's at a certain point. And when we hit that point, I don't know, maybe it will be with the release of Hypersync that's coming out, which is going to allow for proof of stake. I don't know, maybe that's going to be a stepping stone in that direction. Maybe that will be the point where we go fully decentralized. I don't know.
Proof of stake certainly going to be the start. Of course, when you have proof of stake, it's those who hold the coin that are going to have more power. So if you have a lot of people, you have a lot of coins centralized in a few people's hands, then whether it's totally decentralized or not, I don't know what the true definition of decentralized is that most people are kind of talking about. But I like I said, I think that this is where we're headed. We're headed to a fully decentralized alternative to Twitter. And that's what Deso is being built for. Whether it's decentralized 12 months in, that's another story. But there is a roadmap. Nader is trying to push us into a decentralized environment. And that's where we're headed. We're slowly getting there.
Well, I mean, whether it's proof of stake or proof of work where you hold the coin or you have server power, there's still going to be the ability for people to own a larger percentage of that hash power. And, whether it's you own a lot of the coins, like there's certain VCs on Deso who still own a ton of the Deso. So you could say it's centralized, but, if it was a new blockchain that was completely proof of work, didn't have VCs get in, it would be, you could say a certain percentage of people have the majority of the hashing power. So, decentralization, full decentralization, I don't know if there is actually a definition of full decentralization unless every single person in the whole world owns an equal amount. So, that could be a debatable topic that goes on for years.
Well, any one of these proof of work blockchains, like these newer blockchains out there that have smaller market caps, smaller number of, that's a lower hash rate, any major mining company or pool could quickly jump onto that crypto and immediately kind of decentralize it because they're basically taking the bulk of the hash power. So,
well, depending on what your definition of decentralizing is,
right,
or what your definition of centralizing something is. But let's move on. The DeSoNniversary is taking place starting today in Los Angeles. The main event is tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. There's also, for those who can't attend, who can't make it out to LA, there's going to be a virtual party, which is being held by Michelle Lord on Connect.Club. And that's going to start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And that takes place, I believe, on tomorrow as well, on Saturday. And you're going to be kind of partake in some of the same things that we're partaking in Los Angeles. There's going to be live feeds to the event going on in LA. There's going to be the live musical performances that we hear, you're going to hear. There's going to be live interviews with people on hand. There's going to be a meme contest. There's going to be a Deso wheel giveaway every hour. And everybody's welcome. So whether you're on Deso, whether you're not on Deso, whether you can attend the event, whether you can't attend the event, maybe I'm sure there's going to be people at the event, also at the virtual event. There's going to be a lot of overlap. So definitely check that out. I'll post a link under this video or above this video to the Connect.Club. Michelle Lord sent me a link, but definitely check that out. And if you can be in LA, definitely register for the event via the Eventbrite. That link you can find on the DeSoNniversary Deso account.
Yeah, we're flying in this evening. Our plane leaves Florida around 7:30 p.m., so we don't get in till late. But we're looking forward to a fun weekend and meeting a lot of great Deso OGs and new users. So it's going to be fun for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And we can't wait to meet Martijn and Boss, NFT Van Halen and M Van Halen. For the first time, they're our partners in NFTZ, but we haven't actually met face-to-face yet because of COVID. So we finally get to do that this weekend in LA.
Yeah.
So Ty Fisher announced another dev hangout, Brian. I think the first one went really well. What's this one going to entail?
Yeah, so the first hangout with Ty Fisher, every single developer I spoke to said that it was a very successful meetup and that Ty did a great job. So Ty announced that on April 5th at 2 p.m. Central Time, he will be having another dev hangout. And he said that the discussion is going to be around the DAO hard fork, changes to our internal processes, hypersync, and more. He also posted a Google document link, so just go to Ty Fisher's Deso account and you'll see it, where developers, even users, can post questions onto that document, and he can seek to answer those questions on April 5th. So it seems like Ty is a great addition to the team. He's been working hard, and I think we're going to have a lot of happy developers in the next week or so.
Yeah, I love what Ty's doing. I think what he's doing is exactly what Deso needs right now. DeSocial World is added again with another new feature. This time they're giving away money to the top users of their platform, which is an awesome idea. It's actually a sponsorship by Seals from Disruptivepreneur. They're giving away their money for this cause, I guess, for this initiative. I don't know what you want to call it. But anyhow, if you follow DeSocial World, if you post on DeSocial World's node, and if you make the top 7 rankings of people posting on that node, you're going to win money every Thursday. Each Thursday, they're going to take a snapshot of the top 7 rankings. And these top 7 creators are going to be paid they're going to be paid 2.5 cents per every post they've made. So that can really add up. And yesterday, the first group of winners was announced. Again, every Thursday, they're going to announce this. Yesterday was the first Thursday. And the top account was Shady Acres with 125 posts. And they won $3.12. So congratulations to Shady Acres. Also, Lil Lover, Mick Marsh, Olwa Piet, Anacon 5, Shade Flowers, Standard Chuckery, This Day in Music History were also the other 6 winners. So I love what they're doing. It's giving companies, individuals, people on Deso the opportunity to sponsor this. And Seals has the first sponsorship, and they can choose how much they want to pay per post, essentially. So you're gonna, and then I think their website's tagged in it too. So, or their handles tagged in it as well. So it's awesome. I think it's a great way for people to advertise. And it's also a great way for people to earn additional income by just simply posting on Deso. I love, Ado's so innovative. I love what he's doing with DeSocial World. He just continues to iterate, continues to put out new ideas and new projects on a daily basis.
Yeah, and this is a great example of collaboration. You have a node collaborating with a project to benefit the members of Deso. So and yeah, stuff like this is what kind of sets this blockchain apart from Web 2. Instead of having this walled garden where Twitter is basically taking in all this money from advertisers, divvying it out to shareholders, you have basically multiple nodes taking in money from projects that are using those nodes to pay out members that are using those nodes. So it's totally it's a different concept altogether, and it's one that's going to benefit us all rather than the shareholders, you know. So I love it. I love what Ado is doing. Congrats to Seals for being the first sponsor. And I'm sure we're going to see more of this type of thing on various nodes as we progress into the future.
Yeah, go sign up to DeSocial World and start posting, and you can earn some additional money. Polygram put out an announcement yesterday, Brian.
Yeah, so they said that now Polygram is using their new polyscape system for all their data. Exactly what this means, I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's a quicker, more easy way for the data to be utilized, be pulled,
be synced.
And they said a lot more is actually on the way. So whether it's going to be more involving the data or more just features, I think we're going to be hearing more from Polygram pretty soon.
And what were the top hashtags in the last 24 hours?
So number 1 was Deso, 2 crypto, 3 NFT, 4 music, and 5, a new one, Web3.
Interesting. Very interesting. And who were the top earners in the last 24 hours?
Yeah, so we might be having a glitch again on Open Prosper. I know Salil is traveling today, so traveling to LA, but so maybe there's some issues. But the reason I say that is the number of creators earning DSO is significantly lower than normal. 536 creators earn $2,900. This number is usually around 800 or 900 to 1,000 maybe. So I'm guessing something might be wrong. And only 2 creators earned at least one DSO. That's usually like 8 to 10 to 12. So I'm guessing something's wrong. But the top 10 earners, based on the stats that Open Prosper put out over the last 24 hours, is Dow at $2,682, followed by Tuno Eros, then Open Prosper, then Story, Mythica, DeSocial World, Vinny's Vinny Potestivo. Sorry about that, Vinny. Altum Base, OverClout, and Anacon 5. So congrats to those 10 DSO earners.
Anacon 5 was one of the DeSocial World winners too, I believe.
Yeah, she's everywhere.
Congratulations, Anna. Community events today, 11 a.m. Eastern time on Clubhouse is Deso Week in Review. Again, Brian, are you going to be there today, Brian?
Yes.
Going to be sharing the weekly news on Deso. So if you missed these videos without having to go back and watch all 7 of them this week, you can get the updates during that Clubhouse room. But you should still go back and watch all 7 videos if you haven't already. But yeah, that's at 11 a.m. Eastern time with Deso Chats, Miss Katie Ann, Michelle Lord, Rhubarb, French Connector, Wildography, GDS, Clout Women Unite, Alendez, and DOZ. And Bitcoin's shooting up. It's at 44,933 right now. It's finally
kind of
jumping.
A crucial level, I think.
What I noticed is that on the daily chart, it has broken all 3 of the main moving averages, the 7-day, the 25-day, and the 100-day or 99-day moving averages. And it's the first time that's happened, I think, since November. So, and it was a good sign when it happened back then. I think could be, if this weekly candle can close out, I think it's some good things could happen if it can close out at around 45 or above.
Yeah, I guess we'll see, and we'll see if it can drag up the rest of the crypto space as well, especially DeSo.
Yeah. All right, and that's all we have for you today. Tomorrow we will be doing our video from LA.
It might be delayed too.
Yeah, we're going to be on Pacific time
right
tomorrow, so it might be a few hours late. But everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.